Years ago, a friend of mine and his father had a disagreement that was almost fatal. They were traveling together in a borrowed car across a high mountain pass in the dead of winter. It was a bright and blustery day, but the temperature was well below freezing and there was lots of snow on the ground. Unbeknownst to them, the car they were driving had a defective fuel gauge, and they ended up running out of gas. There was no cell phone coverage in this remote place, and they both knew they were in trouble because the next town was miles away. The father knew that the state patrol made regular rounds on this highway, so they would eventually be spotted. But the son was impatient. After about 30 minutes, the son decided to walk to a service station. The father protested, advising that he would freeze to death before he reached help. But the son stubbornly refused to listen. Then he walked about 50 yards when suddenly he felt the father bear hug him from behind. When he turned and saw the look of panic in his father's eyes, he was persuaded to return to the car. And it wasn't long before a truck driver with gas stopped, shared it, and followed them to the gas station. As they drove, the son realized the next town was farther than he had originally thought. He was pretty sure he would not have made it. We all seem to be programmed to think we can always save ourselves, that we can fight our way out of any problems, that we don't need any help at all. How foolish we are. When this is applied to our relationship with God, the foolishness is magnified. We are doomed to destruction if we seek to save ourselves. But God has made a way. We can be saved from eternal destruction, a way that does not depend on our own efforts. Today's lesson looks at one of the great texts of the New Testament and speaks to that very concept.